rare grape varieties being grown in China that are, however, used to make some very interesting wines we will probably be hearing a lot more of in the future. For example, with Gewürztraminer. Gewürztraminer is an ideal grape variety for China because its spicy wines will match very well with some of the regional cuisines of China. Think of the cuisine of Sichuan that everybody knows, but also the cuisines of Yunnan and Hunan and even Guizhou. There's lots of room in a daily diet for a Gewürztraminer-like wine. There are some really beautiful Gewürztraminers being made in the country. For example, I can think of the one by Zijin Vineyard. The Georgian variety Rickettseli is grown here as well. For example, Pushang Vineyard in the Xinjiang does a wonderful wine with it. It's mineral and fresh, clean, and it is beginning to attract the attention of other wineries as well. Another grape variety, white grape, that is doing really well in China is Viognier. Now, you know, Viognier is not the easiest grape variety to work with in the world. The wines have to be a delicate act of balance because they can be, if not too opulent and heavy, or too thin and peppery. But there are some really well-made Viognier wines in China. For example, Chateau Mi-Hope makes a very good one. There is room also for other grape varieties. For example, one winery has planted a Grechetto variety. The Grechetto varieties are two. They're typical of Umbria. They're historically the bloodline. This Grechetto di Todi, used here at the Jiangyu winery in Shandong, it's really a lovely wine. So there you have it, Rickettseli, Gewürztraminer, Grechetto di Todi, and there's many, many more that are being studied in China right now. And same thing with the red grapes. Believe it or not, they're making some really lovely Tempranillo wines in China. For example, Canaan wineries in the Hualai Hebei are making some really lovely, lovely mono variety wines. Tempranillo, very much like Malbec, which I spoke about in another video, seems to be finding a home in China. And what about Saperavi? There's another Georgian variety, again in Xinjiang, very food friendly and aged very well. And even more interesting, a purely Chinese grape hybrid called Beichun. Beichun is a hybrid of very cold resistance, so it's ideal to plant in the colder parts of China. Imagine that this grape variety can withstand even -40, is giving remarkably great wines, very plummy, very cherry, sort of a cross, if you will, between a Zinfandel and a Malbec. There's many other red grape varieties being currently grown in China. Dolcetto, for example, also Aglianico, Sangiovese. I'm looking forward to tasting many, many more wines from rare grape varieties here in China. Like all New World countries, they will learn that some are better suited to their terroir than others. So over the years, some wines will stop being made, some grapes will probably be dropped, but many others will find a new home in China, and wine lovers all over the world will have many new wines to taste and enjoy.